Hey, morning everybody. Welcome back to the Shimmy Show. Today I'm talking about alcohol, the alcohol game. I'll topic this show. Uh, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a fucking nerd. I'm not a drinker at all. Like, alcohol is just really not my thing. And I was thinking about this because I sometimes ponder, my past ex-girlfriends and relationships and whatever. They all know I'm not a drinker. I can like drink a glass of wine or whatever, or I can have a mixed drink, but I definitely cannot drink beer. It's like I just, for whatever reason, I got a weak stomach. I'm a foreigner. Blame it on that, I guess, or genes or something. But I can't metabolize this shit. If I drink like a half of a beer, I literally got to throw up in like within the hour. It's just something about my body or my system. It can't process the fucking barley hops or whatever. So beer is out of the question for me. So like what this means for me is that I don't go to bars. You know what I'm saying? To meet girls and whatever, wherever I'm at, whatever country I'm in, whatever. I've never, I don't know how to like get a girl drunk and fuck her, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, as I commonly, I question, I just question this because this seems to be the default method of dating and whatever. And I question maybe, maybe I would have been more successful with women if I would have took up drinking or been able to at least go to a bar and quote unquote have a drink with a girl, because I can't do this shit. I gotta have water, fucking whatever, Red Bull, anything, just not fucking beer. And it's super, super common, especially, Southeast Asia, Dominican Republic, whatever, but even more hardcore in Asia, especially Philippines. It's like the girl's first words out of her mouth is like, drink, sit down, have a drink, please, let's talk, whatever, whatever. And I would, I guess they probably would take it as a sign of rejection when I'd be like, oh no, I don't drink, whatever. They're like, ugh, what kind of man is this? A man that doesn't drink, a man that doesn't like to drink alcohol, you know. So that is what it is, man. But yeah, man, I just wonder. I wonder. I just personally, my feelings on alcohol, I never, fuck, man. I think in my entire life I might have bought a six pack maybe once or twice when there was like a fucking family gathering party or some birthday party or some shit like that. So I don't buy the shit. It looks and it's like it's expensive. It doesn't do nothing for me. I guess a glass or two of wine will get me drunk. I guess that's normal. And I could, wine doesn't make me fucking vomit. But again, it's expensive, and it's just not really my thing. Really, it's like for me, alcohol you could liken it to fucking raw potatoes, cauliflower, some, you know what I'm saying? It's like I could eat it if I had to, but I'm not gonna voluntarily just fucking eat raw potatoes for the fuck of it. I don't get pleasure out of it, so why do it? And why would you do something that's expensive that you don't enjoy? It makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So the whole alcohol thing is just a mystery to me. And by not doing that, it makes you somewhat of an antisocial. Oh, this guy's no fun. He doesn't drink. Whatever, whatever. So I don't know, but me personally, I don't really like having. I'm a runner. I don't want a big fucking exercise ball sized belly sticking out on in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I fuck porn stars and shit. I don't want to see. I've already been fat before, so I don't want to have like a big fucking water belly. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be remembered that way. I don't want to look at myself that way. I have to look at myself in the mirror. So I mean, yeah, I've just seen what alcohol does to people's body. For girls who drink, you know what I'm saying? Their bellies just get that hard alcohol fat on them if they're beer drinkers. You know what I'm saying? It's that shit. It can be taken off, but it takes years. I mean, that's that thick shit. So the side effects that I see from people that drink is just not very pleasant at all. It loosens your muscle tone up. It just makes you age faster, like being in the fucking hot sun all day or whatever. So I just don't want to accelerate my aging that way. You know what I'm saying? It is just something else. But maybe guys get more pussy, you know, by uh, by going out with girls who drink, I guess, or getting girls to drink, or getting girls drunk, I should say. I don't know. But anyway, that's fine. I mean, it brings up enough more topics to me. It's like, who the fuck wants to fuck drunk girls? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my ex-wife, she used to be drunk often. I mean, like flaily drunk. You know, like it, and I'm like, this isn't cool at all. Don't enjoy that shit. So yeah, um, that is the whole alcohol thing. You know, I'll tell you another funny side story here, without naming names. Right? There was this one character I often used to blog about on my blog there on the Shimmy Show. It's a black guy. He's actually a fucking. He used to be a district attorney. Now he's a lawyer and some other shit or whatever. I ain't saying his name. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the nigger stalks me. But the story was this guy was working as part of this like task force to entrap me over some video girl shit. You know, there's a story going that I keep blogging about that girl's 19 years old. She's everything's legal. I pay her money. She signs the contract. We do a movie like any other thing or whatever. And then something comes of it where, you know, maybe she yells out she was exploited, or some women's group speaks up for her and whatever. And this girl, she's a working model. I've seen her other work. She's done stills and shit for other people. Travels with the suitcase duffel bag full of clothes, lingerie, and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? She's not exactly first time amateur anyway. So anyway, I'm looking online one day. I'm googling my name, and my name comes up in this like PDF document, and it's like all about sex trafficking and this and that. And she's a victim. She's a runaway. They got my name all over this shit. And there's actually like this federal task force that's like dedicated to following me and shit. It's ridiculous. It's like movie worthy, actually. You know, now that I look at these files and documents and shit up. And I bring this up about the alcohol thing on a side note. They assigned, I guess this one black guy's assigned to this, to like shadow me, stalks me on Twitter, meets me in public, like real crazy shit. Follows me to Dominican Republic, follows me California, you know, like a little fucking troll. The whole while he's like trying to collect information to entrap me. That's pretty much what's going on. So I fly into town one day. I hit him up, you know. I'm like, because I don't really see this guy as being like hostile or a threat or nothing. He's like buddy with me, so to speak. That's the role he's playing. So he's like, you want to meet up and whatever. He meets me at some hot dog place or some diner or some shit. And he's encouraging me to go across the street to some bar and have the drinks. And I'm like, you know, whatever. I don't really drink, but okay, whatever. And this guy asks me at least 3 times. You know what I'm saying? At least 3 times. Can I get you a drink? Can I get you a beer? Can I get you this? And I'm like, no, motherfucker. What are you, you know what I'm saying? Well, for one, I'm questioning why is another nigger trying to get me drunk? You know, the guy's obviously not gay. He has terrible hygiene, you know, bad skin. He black as fuck. I ain't saying his name, so I can talk about him how I want, right? So, you know, this guy, he's like, I've never had another man try to like buy me, like insist on buying me fucking drinks or whatever. You know, realize, meanwhile, the whole bar is like full of fucking agents and shit. It's you know, it's some fucking Chinese bitch bumping into my table and shit behind me, pretending like awkwardly, and you know, just like everyone's in on this shit except for me. But I later figure out what's going on, right, after all these documents are surfaced. But my point is about this story, alcohol. I do not drink, motherfuckers. I do not enjoy it. There's all these like rumors and shit flying around the internet that, oh, this guy, he's got these girls, they're all drunk, they didn't know what they did, and I'm like, what? You know, because it's like if you play back any of my shit, I pretty much interview all the girls and everything on my shit. It's like, you know, hey, what's your name? Introduce yourself, where you're from. Oh, hi, I'm blah, 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 blah. I'm from this, I'm that. You know, so it's like they're obviously fucking coherent and they're down with everything or whatever, but everyone wants to put this like fucking filter over me and make me into the bad guy. Oh, the girls are drunk. No, they're not. They're not drunk and I'm not drunk. I just happen to pay them. You know, you'd be surprised what girls do for money. You know, it's fucking crazy. So, yeah, man, it is just something else to be scapegoated and to be like plied with alcohol when a motherfucker just does not drink. It's like what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like for cigarettes. So I've smoked two cigarettes my entire life. You know, I tried them. I don't like them. Had a girl, Dominican Republic. You know, she was 19 years old, video girl, and she smoked cigarettes. You know, there, and she was like, "Come on, just try one, man." And I'm like, "Hey, man, look, I don't smoke. I don't like cigarettes, whatever." And she's like, "Oh, come on, it's not gonna kill you, whatever." So I smoked a cigarette, you know, and the motherfucking thing, it tastes like my immediate thing was like, this tastes like fucking chalk. It was my first reaction, right? Because you know, I'm like, why would people pay money for this? Why? I don't know what these cigarettes in Dominican Republic are called. You know, they're not Marlboros, whatever the fuck their local fucking Taino Indian brand shit is called down there. Just regular ass cigarettes. I don't think it was like a menthol, or I don't know anything about the flavoring, but the girl cigarettes, whatever, the long ones. You like just have one or whatever. I guess kind of like their version of a Virginia Slims or something, you know, the little long chick stick or whatever. So I'm like, my first time smoking a cigarette, I'm like, man, this shit tastes like fucking chalk. I cannot believe that motherfuckers, you just paid some 100 pesos for this, what the fuck, you know? I'm like, just whatever. It doesn't taste like anything. You know, I'm like, oh, are you doing it for the taste? Or does it make you feel better? And, you know, I smoked the fucking cigarette and like 5 minutes later, I've got like a headache. Literally. And I'm like, man, this is what you do? Like, this, you, you smoke chalk until you get a headache and you pay for more. Okay. So, you know, it's like, since I didn't get any pleasure from the activity, I'm not into drinking, not into smoking. It's just something that's fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker can do it, but if they're not gonna do it voluntarily on their own, like I'm not in the house by myself drinking beer and smoking cigarettes because it's not something that I find fun or pleasure in. I'd rather go jack off. Fuck it, it's free. You know what I'm saying? 99 cents, dollar store bottle of lotion. I'm good. So. If it's dopamine, that's what you want, you know. So, yeah, man, this cigarettes things are just fucking crazy. I don't get how people are just like, you know, how they say pack a day smokers, or people that gotta have a 6-pack, or people that binge drink, and yeah, man, it's like that shit has like nuclear fallout proportions. You know, it's like you could drink. You know, you could drink 20 beers or whatever. In Canada, I think the beers would come in the bottles, and I think there was, if I'm not mistaken, I believe there's 20 in a case or 20 in a box. They would actually just sell the beer by the box at a government-run store called the Beer Store. That was the name of it or whatever, right? It's crazy, you know. So, yeah, man. My ex-wife was just they, you know, it's not just her, but pretty much every Canadian. They're heavy. You know, beer is part of their culture very much. So you know, every like whatever Friday or payday Saturday, there'll be just lines and lines of pickup trucks at this place called the Beer Store in Canada. And they just bought beer like crazy. And you know, and they're spending like $50 bills, $100 bills, just like it's like nothing. You know, like they gotta have that shit. I mean, it's not just a Canadian thing either. I mean, here in Florida during the hurricane recently, you know, all the lights are shut off, whatever. There's no, you know, fucking street lights are down. It's pretty much martial law. The only place that has goods were the gas stations here for about a good 2.5 to 3 weeks, you know, till they restored power and all that shit. Flooding's gone. So the little gas station places, man, these people, they weren't even buying bottled water. They were buying like cases of beer and whatever. I was going into the store worried they wouldn't have like bottled water or, you know, whatever kind of little fucking non-spoilable rations they could get there. I got some plantain chips. You know, I loaded up my fucking bag at the gas station here at the last hurricane. So yeah, I'm getting this little bullshit and just like survival basics, planters, honey roasted peanuts, shit with protein. And the average motherfucker here, they're walking out of there with like 3, 4 cases of beer, and just like it's like the essence of it's like it's their water basically. So it's not a it's an international thing, I guess. I don't have the alcohol bug or gene or whatever built into me. I think that's what it is. I don't get fuckers to drink. It's just not my thing. Maybe I could get into it one day at old age, but I haven't formed the habit, and I don't dig the shit. So if you don't do something alone by yourself, if you wouldn't do it alone by yourself, then you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? A group setting's not going to make any difference. If you hate potatoes at home, you're not going to eat potatoes at a restaurant unless it's like, fuck, everyone's eating potatoes. All right, I got to have 1 or 2 potatoes. But you're not going to enjoy it, is what my point is. So alcohol is just some shit that is like, it's not a part of my game. The bar game, say for instance, Thailand, Philippines, or whatever. Like I said, you walk down the street, pretty girl smiles at you. Hey, mister, come shake your hand. The first thing she's gonna generally say is, "You come sit down, have a drink, whatever." Even if you don't drink. So if this is part of the reason why I go to the fucking massage places myself. So I don't gotta buy no goddamn drinks. I didn't fly 30,000 fucking miles to go buy drinks. You know what I'm saying? You get drinks at Walmart. So anyway, and the rare exception that I do see, like, there's just some cute girl working at a bar or whatever. The whole thing of buying the girl the drink, the bar gets some money from the drink, of course. It's an economic thing. It's not as bad as atmosphere girls in America, but it's almost the same or whatever. The bar's got to get their money first. But if you want to make time and talk to the girl and get her WhatsApp or number and exchange details or arrange to meet up later after her work, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's almost mandatory that you buy the girl a drink or whatever. Even if they're coming back and serving them fucking apple juice or something, you don't know what the fuck they're the so-called lady drinks or whatever. But for those of you that don't go abroad to Asia and whatever, and if you're just here in America, there is what they call atmosphere girls. I might have blogged about this before, but I think I never podcasted about it. Atmosphere girls, all right. When I was about fresh on the dating scene, 18 years old, all this shit, or no, I think maybe age 19 actually, 18 or 19. I had I just got a new BMW. I got money. I got a little house. I'm doing a few things, whatever, at this age, right? I have a little more income, probably a lot more income than most people in my age bracket at the particular time, right? I fucked it up, but still, I'm living high on the horse or whatever. So I got this new BMW, whatever. I'm kind of halfway in shape, whatever, but I'm still young with little experience. So I started going to nightclubs in Florida. And, one of the first things I'd notice, like I didn't know how the shit worked or whatever. There wasn't no Google back then, etc. So I don't know what the fuck. I just thought you just show up, right? But I'd show up as soon as the fucking club opened. Like I would hear on the radio, like, so-and-so, free drinks till fucking 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., not knowing the club only opened up at 10 p.m. or whatever. So I'd get there and it would be fucking empty. I'd be like one of the first niggas in line or whatever, and I'd go in there and just chill. And like within 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes of being in this, little hip-hop club, bar, whatever, just like a beautiful, gorgeous girl wearing like a, if not a mini skirt, a very sexy dress or whatever, will walk up to me and approach me. And, it was typically a black girl, sometimes white girls. Really, it didn't matter. So, I mean, it was really kind of, I was like taken aback, like, damn, why'd she walk up to me? Like, I know there ain't nobody in this motherfucker, but I mean, it makes you second guess yourself. It's like, hey, maybe she saw my BMW keychain or something, young guys, right? So no, the girl would approach and be like, hey, where you from, whatever, can you give me a drink, whatever. And me being me, oh, absolutely, I want this conversation to continue. Any guy would probably do the same. So this would, I'd talk to the girl, whatever. She'd say some, oh, I'm from here, and whatever, and so, thank you, whatever, whatever, nice to meet you, whatever. And this shit would never go any further than like a 5 minute conversation, right? So I'd, be like, oh, whatever, I came here to spend money anyway, part of the game, I'll do whatever, whatever. So I would tend to go club hop from like 2 to 3 other clubs on the street. And, since I didn't pay nothing to get in anyway, I'm like not tripping if, yeah, sure, I'll buy a drink. It's free entry until midnight or till whatever. I didn't later know till like a lot of girls don't really show up till after 2:30, 3 a.m. That kind of last call shit. I don't know anything about this bullshit till I started working in the industry. So yeah, I'd go to other little bars, various ones, not all like black people clubs. Some of them were like the fucking I don't want to say rock clubs, but like, pop clubs, just regular ass top 40 shit, mostly white people. I go to some of the Spanish clubs, same shit repeated itself no matter what. As soon as I walked in, right off the rip, like within 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, I'd say, a just very attractive, like 8, 9, 10 rating type of girl would come up to me, like fully done up, hair, makeup, and everything, and basically looking like she's trying to sell me something. And it would just feel awkward, because I would never be dressed like I got money, like even though I did, and no jewelry, whatever, just, I might have my car keychain or something clipped on my belt or whatever, but other than that, I just look like a regular motherfucker, and not cheap clothes, but just, everyday average. You probably couldn't distinguish me from anybody else, basically. So yeah, this thing where like I would very much feel like girls above my range were coming into contact with me and being like, could you give me a drink, whatever, nice to meet you, oh, you're so interesting, all this shit. All right. So later on, after being in the entertainment industry, whatever, you find out these girls are what they call atmosphere girls. Atmosphere girls are usually hired by the bar or by the whatever alcohol promo company, Jose Cuervo or some shit or whatever, to go and talk to people, sell drinks, and the girls get like either 50% commission of the drinks. I've heard some of them get like, I've heard they can get up to like $200 a night. They ain't gotta fucking go home with nobody or no shit like that. It's just a whole thing of they get hired off Craigslist many a times to be like rent-a-models to, sell drinks, and they can get. I don't think they would get tips because they want people to think that they're just, clientels of the bar. But it seems like, if you're a chick that works out or you're fit or whatever, it's something that girlfriends could easily do, a couple nights a week and get paid. Fuck. If they were, believe me, if there was a male equivalent, I would fucking do it. Or I'd at least try to do that shit. Because you're basically just getting paid to go out and have drinks. It's fucking crazy, And to talk to people and engage people more likely, and to sell drinks or get them hooked on the brand, et cetera, et cetera. So, at least in America, and actually even in Costa Rica, I've experienced this before too, you get the blatant atmosphere girl, where the girl is in cahoots with the bar and the alcohol company. So it's pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? These aren't, maybe if you're highly impressed her, you might be able to fuck her. But I mean, it's like she's really there literally to sell drinks. She's working there. And a lot of times, man, just guys don't know. Guys are fucking stupid. So you've heard it here. But yeah, man, that alcohol thing, man, I don't know how to mix drinks. I'm clueless. Like if I walk down the aisle, the fucking liquor aisle, the wine aisle, the beer aisle in the grocery store, I don't know a good beer, from a bad wine to a good wine. You know what I'm saying? Down here, South Beach, whatever, it's usually, I get a fucking Pellegrino or some shit. if I having an omelet or whatever, it's fucking sparkling water or some shit like that. It's crazy, but it's just like what I like anyway. So whatever, that is what it is. Anyway, I'm blabbing too long. I'm gonna go work out now. That's my story about alcohol and how I just don't understand it. It's just, the shit's just not for me. I don't like drunk chicks, and for the record, none of those fucking girls, video girls, porn girls, or anything that you've ever seen me fuck with, whatever, none of them, are fucking like drunk, taken advantage of, or any of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not into that crazy shit, really. So the smear campaign and tactics that motherfuckers will throw at you when they have an agenda, you know, something, it's fucking retarded. That's all I could say. But, you know, if they're getting that grant money or whatever, they're, you know, more power to them. I'm not against anybody getting paid or whatever, but motherfuckers are starting to tick me off when they're using my name to get millions and millions of fucking dollars for this, like, fake-ass, fake sex trafficking shit they claim is going on or whatever with me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just this nerdy guy that makes fucking movies or whatever, you know? He doesn't even drink, motherfuckers. So, hey, I'm signing out. Y'all can look me up if you want to and whatever. My name's Shimmy. It's called The Shimmy Show. And, yeah, use Google. It's your friend. All right? Have a good one. Peace and hair grease. Out of here. Gotta hit pause and stop on the other thing. There it is.